To understand the hidden knowledge of Holy Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Holy Four Vedas, Holy Quran Sharif, Holy Bible, Holy Guru Granth Sahib, Kabir Sahib's speeches, to unravel all these mystical secrets, must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
So Lord Shiva accepted this, that as you command. You see that generally Lord Shiv is meditating and his age is also the longest of all. One Vishnu will die after 7 Brahmas die, one Shiva will die after 7 Vishnus die. Tamogun Shiv has such a long life. Now what is the age of Brahma Ji? Brahma Ji is 1 day. Rajogun Brahma's 1 day is equivalent to 1000 Chaturyugas, and the night is also of the same duration. How many years does one Chaturyug of human comprise of? One Chaturyug has 4.32 million years. In this manner, Brahmaji's 1 day comprises of 1000 Chaturyugas. Night is also of same duration. A month comprises of 30 days. 1 year comprises of 12 months. Brahmaji's age is 100 years. Satgun Vishnuji's age is 7 times more than him, and Tamgun Shivji's age is 7 times more than Vishnuji's. Such a long age it is. Then Durga Ji wanted to get all these 3 sons married. That Kal Brahm Sharpurush made an ether announcement. Durga, send these 3 children for churning the cosmic ocean again, and there, to get them married, you make 3 other forms of yourself and come out in form of 3 girls. Now Sri Devi made 3 forms secretly and hid them in the cosmic ocean. On the other hand, she told all the 3 sons to go and churn the cosmic ocean. On the other side, this devil made all arrangements. When they went and churned the cosmic ocean for the second time, 3 girls came out. Now mother said that, remember, who comes out first? The one who comes out second, and then the one who comes out third. So all the 3 maid arranged them in an order and brought them to mother. Durga asked which one came out first. They replied, this one. She was named Savitri and told Brahma that she will be your wife. The second was told she will be called Lakshmi, and she was married to Vishnu Ji. The third one was told your name will be Uma, and she will be married to Shiv Ji. Now from here, in this one universe, Kal's creation began. This Kshar Purusha's family started. From here, demigods and demons were born, and pious souls, the churning of cosmic ocean. We hear about that 14 precious stones had come out. Lord Shiva had consumed the poison. These happened after a very long time. So earlier in this way, the churning of ocean had taken place. It is not mentioned in these Vedas and Puranas. It is mentioned in Sukshma Ved, the 5th Ved. So pious souls, this is that creation of universe, which is mentioned in the 5th Ved in Sukshma Ved. Now we did not know about the 5th Ved. Adi Shankaracharya has mentioned about that 5th Ved, about Sukshma Ved, in a book written by him, and he has mentioned about it in the book he wrote. We will show you later. Now God Kabir Dev Ji descended in the form of a human baby 600 years ago in 1398 AD. He appeared in the form of an infant on a lotus flower in a pond named Lehertara in suburbs of Varanasi, Kashi city, and he comes to deliver this fifth Veda through his mouth, and he was carried by a childless weaver couple. God performing the spectacle of growing up in a weaver's home, he showed the same work to the public. Because God performs these kind of spectacles, it is written in Vedas that He, Almighty, descends in every era, lives one entire life, just like human beings, and displays sustenances as well as perform divine miracles. In Rigveda Mandal 1, Sukt 31, verse number 17, so God spoke that knowledge from His mouth 600 years ago. In Gita Ji chapter 4, verse number 32, about which is said that the knowledge of religious offerings or rituals, the detailed knowledge and true knowledge, Brahmane Mukhe. Oh, Brahmane means Sachidanand Ghan Brahm. Mukhe means from his own mouth. The knowledge that come out of his mouth is given in a fairly detailed manner. This is true spiritual knowledge. All your karmic deeds will come to an end after listening to that. It means futile activities will cease. You will not undertake wrong ways of worship. God Kabir Dev Ji used to tell that these fake gurus and preachers at that time that you are misguiding the people. You claim that Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh do not have parents. God used to say that they have parents, they take birth and die, they die and they take birth. They are not immortals. They are not complete God. So God endured a lot of resistance for this. Those fake preachers and fake religious gurus spread a lot of misconceptions about God Kabir Dev Ji, that he is a liar, he is illiterate, he did not read Vedas, Gita and the Puranas because he does not know Sanskrit. He is a literate person. What does he know about Veda, Gita and the Puranas? He is lying, and do not listen to him. At that time, we people got cheated because our preachers, gurus and sages and the Brahman rishis, they all knew Sanskrit language. All the holy scriptures are scripted in Sanskrit language only, and God Kabir Dev Ji does not know Sanskrit as he did not study under a Brahmin. So Kabir Ji must be the one lying. Our preachers, these gurus, are speaking the truth. And so we did not accept the spiritual knowledge of that God. And we are suffering till date. We are worshipping, but it is against the scriptures. The spiritual knowledge we have is not God's spiritual knowledge. 600 years ago, what did God say in his Sachidanand Ghan Brahm speech? What did he tell? Like in Rigveda, Mandal number 9, Sukt number 86, verse 26 and 27. Rigveda Mandal number 9, Sukt number 82, verses 1 to 3. Rigveda Mandal number 9, Sukt 20, verse 1. Rigveda Mandal number 9, Sukt 96, verse 16 to 21. It is written that God descends from Satlok. In Rigveda Mandal number 9, Sukt 1, verse 8 and 9, it specifies that he takes the form of an infant, and when he descends in the form of an infant, then the spectacle of his fostering is done by maiden cows, and he meets his lovely souls to impart the true knowledge, spiritual knowledge to them. He meets great souls, kind souls. He fills them completely with true spiritual knowledge. On the same grounds, based on the spectacles that God usually does, he met respected Dharamdas Ji as well. Amongst good souls, he met which good souls? He met respected Garamdas Sahib Ji. He met respected Mulukdas Sahib Ji. He met respected Dadu Sahib Ji. He met respected Nanak Sahib Ji. He met respected Garibdas Sahib Ji. Village Churani, district Jhajjar from Haryana. He met respected Ghisa Sahib Ji, village Khekda, district Meerut from Uttar Pradesh. So it is written in the qualities of God that he does like this. Vedas also prove it. On the same grounds, God met Dharamdas Sahib Ji. who was a resistant of Bandhavgarh. He had gone to Mathura in search of God. There God told you that you will not find God in these pilgrimages. You will attain God through the method mentioned in your holy books. And Dharamdas ji, you are saying that God used to take a walk here, Sri Krishna ji, but now here he is not. You should have come here when he used to walk here. Now since he is not here, in search of what you come? It is written in your holy books. Try to find out what God has written there.
धर्मदास ये जग बोरा न कोई न जाने पद निर्वाण यही कारण मैं कथा पसारा जग से कहिए वो राम नियारा.
God Kabir Dev Ji had narrated this creation of nature to Dharamdas Ji, to respected Dharamdas Ji, the most highly worshipable God Kabir Dev Ji. The story which this servant just told you, he told this story to respected Dharamdas Sahib Ji. This servant is narrating from there. Now this is in the voice of Sachidanand Ghan Brahm. It is scripted in Kabir Sagar only. It is written in it. I am reading it to you. So it is called Kabir Vani, Sachidanand Ghan Brahm's Vani, about which it is said in Gita chapter 4, verse number 32 that this is the speech of Sachidanand Ghan Brahm from his own mouth. It is written in Kabir Vani.
धर्मदास ये जग बोरा न कोई न जान पद निर्वाण यही कारण मैं कथा पसारा जग से कहिए वो राम नियारा. यही ज्ञान जग जीव सुनावो सब जीवों का भरम नसावो. अब मैं तुमसे कहूँ चिताई त्रिदेवन की उत्पत्ति भाई.
God Kabir Ji says that I will tell you about the birth of three lords. What is the most highly worshipable God Kabir Ji is saying that now I will tell you about the birth of your three gods, pious souls. 600 years ago, God had written this spiritual knowledge in his Sachidanand Ghan Brahm Vani. What he spoke was written. And this will be shown to you in Puranas and Vedas and Gita also. You will be astounded that, oh my God, really, how we have been fooled by these fake preachers, gurus, these spiritual teachers, did not even familiarize us with our own spiritual syllabus. Our holy books are our syllabus. Any wisdom which is given against them is against the scriptures.
अब मैं तुमसे कहूँ चिताई त्रिदेवन की उत्पत्ति भाई. कुछ संक्षेप कहूँ गौराई सब संशय तुमरे मिट जाई.
He says that in some time, I will narrate this in detail and your doubts will be put to rest.
ज्ञानी सुने सो हृदय लगाई मूर्ख सुने तो गम ना पाई.
All the wise men who will listen to this knowledge will heartily accept it as true, and the evidence is in our holy books, Puranas, Vedas and Gita ji. The wise people will say this is the real thing, and a fool will not accept it. That is, he will not understand it. He is a stupid man. Even after looking at the evidence, if one does not agree, then he is a stupid man.
ज्ञानी सुने सो हृदय लगाई मूर्ख सुने तो गम ना पाई.
Now what I am going to tell you, wise will understand about it. What?
माँ अष्टंगी पिता निरंजन ये जम दारुण वंशन अंजन.
Brahma, Sri Brahma ji, Sri Vishnu ji, Sri Shiv ji's mother is Ashtangi, this Durga, and their father is Jyot Niranjan, Kshar Purush, Shar Brahm, this Kaal.
माँ अष्टंगी पिता निरंजन ये जम दारुण वंशन अंजन. पहले कीन निरंजन राई पीछे से माया उपजाई.
It is said that this Jyoti Niranjan was born out of an egg. God created him, and then Durga was created by God, by Paramakshar Brahm, by Satpurush Kabir Dev Sahib Ji. Now what next is said?
पहले कीन निरंजन राई पीछे से माया उपजाई.
Durga is also called Maya.
माया रूप देख अति शोभा देव निरंजन तन मन लोभा.
After seeing the beauty of Durga, his lust was influenced by it and it grew stronger.
काम देव धर्मराय सताए देवी को तुरंत धर खाए.
What is told? This Kaal had developed lust and Durga entered his mouth. He had indecently spread out his arms to embrace and he had opened his mouth to kiss her. And just like a fool, and then Durga went into his stomach through his mouth.
पेट से देवी करी पुकारा, हे साहेब मेरा करो उभारा। टेर सुनी तब हम ता आए, अष्टंगी का बंध छुड़वाए।
God says, Dharamdas ji, when I went to Durga, when she was in his stomach, I brought her out.
सतलोक में कीन्या दुराचारी, काल निरंजन दीन्या नकारी। माया समेत दिया भगाई, 16 शंख कोस दूरी पर आई। अष्टंगी और ये काल अब दोई, मंद कर्म से गए बिगोई। धर्मराय को हिकमत कीन्या, नख रेखा से भग कर लीना।
This Kaal is also called Dharamrai. He had vowed in front of God. God told him that you will not trouble these souls, and he said, no, I will give one fruits in accordance to what one does. I will ensure that justice prevails. That is why he is called Dharamraj. But though he is called Dharamraj, he just does injustice. Dharamraj means a judge. Even though he is called Dharamraj, he just does injustice. So God says, Niranjan dhan tera darbar, jahan tanik na nyay vichar. Now what does he say?
धर्मराय को हिकमत कीना, नख रेखा से भोग कर लीना।
It is said that he gave Durga reproductive organs through his powers.
ज्योत निरंजन किने भोग बिलासा, माया को रही तब आशा।
Durga became pregnant.
3 पुत्र अष्टंगी जाए, ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव नाम धराए।
Oh my God. God himself came 600 years ago and gave this knowledge about the creation he created, and this will be proved right in front of you from our Puranas. You will be amazed after seeing this.
3 पुत्र अष्टंगी जाए, ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव नाम धराए।
3 sons were born from Durga, and they were named Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh.
3 देव विस्तार चलावे, इनमें यो जग धोखा खावे।
All these 3 lords are managing this Kaal's universe, and this world is getting duped by treating them as the supreme God.
3 लोक अपने सुत दीन्या, सुन निरंजन बासालीन्या।
After handing over these 3 worlds, earth, heaven and netherworld, he goes and lives secretly in the topmost zone of his universe. In Gita Ji chapter number 7 verses 24-25, he himself says, by entering in Sri Krishna, he says, this foolish society believes me, who is imperceptible, avyaktim apanam manyate. They believe I have come in human body, that I am Sri Krishna. I am not Krishna. And he says that I never appear in front of anyone, and this is my pathetic rule. And now that God, that Father, who does not even come in front of his sons, he remains hidden from them as well, then he has some flaw, and that rule of his is not good. That is why it is written as pathetic, firm rule here. This is my firm rule, eternal rule. He says I stay hidden with the help of my mystic powers. It stands proof that he lives somewhere. In form, he is undetectable. Avyakt does not mean formless. Like for instance, when cloud cover the sun, we are unable to see it, but still we feel its light to some extent, but we cannot see it. It is on the other side of the clouds. It is imperceptible. It is in form there. When it is seen, the moment those clouds go away, it is in the form. That till the time God can be seen, it is in form. When he cannot be seen, he is formless. Is this the definition of God? He is very much in form, but we cannot see him. It is a different story. The one who is invisible can be called imperceptible, but if we are not able to see him, then it is a different thing. But Supreme God is in form. The definition of formless and in form are different. Nirakar means the one who is never visible, which does not have a form. Embodied Sakar means in a bodily form, he has a form. It is called having a form. Those ignorant people who did not have the knowledge have changed the definition of God based on their ignorant views. Those creatures are devoid of spiritual knowledge. He himself admits that I remain hidden and I do not come in front of anyone. This is in told God's word, Sachidan Ghan Brahm speech in Kabir Vani. that this Jyoti Niranjan Sun Thikana lives in the topmost zone in the 21st universe, and Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv could not get to know about him. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh don't know where he is, who he is, how he looks.
तीन लोक अपने सुत दीना, सोन निरंजन बासा लीना। तीन देव सो उसको ध्यावे, निरंजन का वो पार न पावे।
These lords meditate and keep trying because this soul cannot live without God. Sometimes they still try to do penance for a few years, but they fail to know about him, and initially they all have tried to attain God, but they failed. Therefore, when Durga told them that he is formless, they accepted it that he is formless, and they tried but did not attain him, and so everyone changed his definition according to their perception that God is formless. Because he is not visible to them, their way of worship is not going to help them see God. The methods mentioned in Vedas, chanting the Om mantra, will never lead to attainment of God. Because in Gita Ji chapter 11 verses 47-48, this Kaal is already delivering the knowledge of Gita by entering Sri Krishna, and he says, Arjun, this is my original form, and he showed his cosmic form, and my sight, my attainment is this form of mine, and I never appear in front of anyone in this form. He has vowed for this. He says that, Arjun, no one prior to you has seen it, and no one after you will be able to see this humongous cosmic form of mine. Now, if Sri Krishna was delivering the knowledge of Gita, he would not have said that this cosmic room is my original form. This is my Kaal form. No one has ever seen it prior to you, because Sri Krishna Ji had already shown his cosmic form in the court of Kauravas. So Sri Krishna would not have said these, which is said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 11, verse 47. In 48, it says that my attainment, getting a view of this cosmic form of mine, means attainment of God, attainment of Supreme, this Brahm's form, this is Kaal. He says, I cannot be attained by any method mentioned in Veda, by chanting or penance, nor by any action. It stands proof that in Gita chapter number 8 verse 13 it is written, Om iti ek aksharam brahm vyaharan mam anusamran. There is only one mantra for me, Brahm, Om, and while chanting it, ye prayati tajam deham, one who departs from body while chanting it, he shall attain all benefits from me, attains the eternal goal. He will attain the goal that Om mantra can provide. So he says, I cannot be attained by any methods mentioned in Vedas, by chanting penance, nor by any action in chapter 11 verse 47. So it stands proved that no one could get a sight of that Jyot Niranjan and called him formless.
कहते खोजत खोजत थाकिया, अंत कहा बेचून।
After getting tired from searching for him, declared God as formless, whereas he is in form. Vedas prove it, Puran prove he is in form, Quran prove it, Bible proves it, and ask any devotee from any religion, he will say that God is formless. Now, in the time ahead, this servant will give you complete detail in every scripture. Let me give evidences from our holy scriptures about the creation of nature told by this God, then only you will believe. Hail the true Guru. My souls, you are listening to the creation of the nature. Unless you know about the creation of nature, there is no way to either understand the spiritual knowledge of the subtle knowledge or the holy books. You should think this creation of nature to be the master key. This is the master key that leads to the understanding and a path to all the treasure of these divine texts. It is the main key. That is the reason why you all are time and again imparted the knowledge about creation of nature. In creation of nature, you have heard about the knowledge given by God Kabir Dev Ji about the creation of nature done by him, as told by him in the voice of this humble servant. Up till now, all has been told to you verbally, just told it to you. Now, what do our holy books tell us on the subject of the creation? Pious souls, just like the way students go to school, they have a specific course. They are assigned a specific syllabus. The syllabus is distinct, and the teachers who teach the students according to this syllabus are right, while the teachers who wander out of the ambit of this syllabus are doing it all wrong. They are not the well-wishers of the students, rather, they ruin their lives. So, pious souls, all the saints who are imparting the knowledge which is opposite to and against the knowledge from the religious books, and are giving up the methods prescribed in scriptures, and are busy with carrying out and teaching arbitrary conduct following their own ways of worship, neither are they getting any benefit of human life themselves nor their followers. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 16, in the verses 23 and 24, verse 23 talks about those who abandon the methods of scriptures and do arbitrary devotion, neither can they achieve any happiness, nor is their afterlife any better, and nor they attain any divine power. This means it is futile. In verse 24 it is said, in this way, Arjun, for duties and proofs of duties, scriptures are the evidence. Duties means worshipping according to the scriptures, the ones that you should do, while the ill deeds that are not worth doing are told to us by the religious books. Some people talk about religious folk tales. We should never accept them. So all these who keep talking about Brahmaji, Vishnuji, Shivji, they are being talked about by the people of pious Hindu religion, speaking against the Shastras. These acharyas, gurus, sages and great sages, they say that Brahmaji, Vishnuji, Shivji, they are immortals. They have no father or mother, and they are the creators of the universe. They are not good teachers, abandoning the methods of scriptures. They are preaching folk tales. What are folklores? It is hearsay knowledge with no proof of authenticity. Now I will show you Srimad Devi Bhagavat and about Sri Brahma, Sri Vishnu, Sri Shivji, what knowledge is given in it. You all can see in illustrated Srimad Devi Bhagavat, Sachitra Mota type, Hindi only, published by Gita Press Gorakhpur, and who is the editor? Hanuman Prasad Poddar, Chimanlal Goswami are the editors, and printer Gita Press Gorakhpur, Govind Bhavan Karyalay, Kolkata Ka Sansthan, in the third chapter on page 123. Lord Vishnu is praising his mother, Goddess Durga. What is he saying? You are pure-faced. This whole world is being described by you alone. I, Brahma and Shankar. Vishnuji is saying, we all exist only by your grace. There is our avirbhav meaning birth, tirobhav meaning death. We take birth and that we die. Only you are eternal, the mother of universe, nature and an indestructible goddess, you need to keep in mind the word nature. Durga is called nature too. It would be useful to you in the 3rd, 4th and 5th verses of 14th chapter of Gita Ji. Gita Ji is in a coded form. Durga Ji is called the nature. This clarifies that Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh are born and they die. Lord Shankar says that goddess, if the great Vishnu appeared from you, then Brahma, who generated from him, is your son too. Then does this not make me, Shankar, who does Tamoguni Leela, your child too, meaning that you have created me too? O Shiva, you cleverly create the whole world. Your qualities are always capable in the creation, regulation, and destruction of this world. These qualities led to the generation of Rajogun Brahma Ji, Satgun Vishnu Ji, Tamogun Shankar. Born of these qualities, we Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar regularly present ourselves to our duties. Pious souls, this is holy Devi Purana has clarified in these few lines that Sri Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are mortals, they take birth and will die. Durga is their mother, and Rajgun Brahma Ji, Satgun Vishnu Ji, Tamogun Shiv Ji. And fourthly, this clears the concept that they can only perform the regular duties. All that is destined is written in fate. They cannot make changes to it. They can only give results as according to one's deeds, they give the results. This is the rule and this is written in our religious books. Now we will show you in detail. We will look at in the same Devi Bhagavad again. In detail this time, look at this. This is the same Devi Bhagavad published by Gita Press Gorakhpur. This is Devi Bhagavad and the 3rd chapter begins here. This is page 113. This is page 113. Janme Jai asked, Lord, you have given the command to perform Amba Yagya, that is the fasting during the holy Navratra, as a method of praying to the goddess. So, who is that goddess? How did she first appear? What was the reason for her arrival and what qualities does she possess? How is Amba Yagya performed? After that, Brahma, along with that, please tell me about the creation of the universe, because Bhudev, everything that has been told about the universe and what is in what way is known to you. Janmajay is asking Vyasji, I have heard that Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, they are the 3 deities with qualities. It is their duty to create, regulate and to destroy the universe respectively. O son of Parashar, Vyasji, now I want to hear about them in detail. Please have mercy and explain. Vyasji says, King, your intellect is huge. What you have asked just now about the origin of Brahmadi, which means now Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh came into being. It is a topic of great difficulty. A number of questions arise from it. This exact question I asked from Narad Ji earlier. Vyas Ji is saying, I asked Narad Ji about the same knowledge. I said, Saint, you have great knowledge. Please be kind enough to tell me who is the head of this elaborate universe. Saint, what was the origin to this universe? Dvijvar, also do tell if this universe is perishable or is it eternal? Was it created? On page number 114, chapter 3, by a single power, or were there multiple creators? In absence of a doer, no task is done. This question arises in my mind. Some people, believing Lord Shankar to be the ultimate one, consider him to be the creator of the world. They say that the God of gods, Shankar, is an indestructible man. He was never born nor will die. He exists in a spiritual form. He rules over the other deities too. A number of others praise Lord Vishnu. He is the most powerful being, imperceptible, holder of all riches. He is the ultimate God. A few others say that Brahmaji was the main reason behind the creation. Many a teacher say that Bhavani is the one who favors the aspirations of all. She is the Adi Maya Mahashakti who stays with the ultimate God for performing the tasks in form of nature. She has an intimate relation with the Brahma. Brahma here is the Kaal, the Ksharpurush, and the intimate relation means they are husband and wife. She stays involved in the task of creation, regulation and destruction of the universe. She is the mother of all beings and the deities too. She never takes birth or dies. She is known by the names Vaishnavi, Shambhavi, Brahmi, Vasavi, Varuni, Varahi, Narasimhi and the amazing Mahalakshmi. On the page 115, a number of eminent munis say that the one who is flawless, formless, unattached, without physical quality, charismatic and comprehensive Brahma is the one who has created the universe. In some places in the Vedas and Upanishads, he is referred to as the Brahma Tejomaya. He is the superior man with thousands of heads, eyes, ears, arms, mouths and feet, etc. Moving on. Now, Vyasji asks Naradji that I have heard different people saying different things. Someone calls Shankar as the creator while some say it was Vishnu. Who is the creator? To this Naradji says, Vyasji, it was in some ancient time that even I had same doubts in my heart. So I went to my father, the Amit Tejasvi, Brahmaji's place, and I asked him the same question you are asking. I said, Father, what was the origin of this entire universe? Vibho, was it you who alone created it? Or was it Vishnu who created it? Or was Shankar the creator? Lord of the world, you are the soul to the world. Please do tell the truth. Which deities should one pray to? And which of them is the greatest and the superior one? Sinless Brahmaji, please have the mercy to answer these questions and clarify the doubts of my heart. O son of Satyavati, Vyasji, hearing such questions of mine, the father of all, Brahmaji, started telling me. Brahmaji said, Son, how should I answer this question? It is a question of great difficulty. O great person, you can find a solution to this problem completely from Lord Vishnu. These three deities have no knowledge. That is the reason they keep shifting burden from themselves to the other. Go ask the other. He suggestively points towards Vishnu, yet he shares his own knowledge. Brahmaji says, Mahamate, there is no such detached man in this world who knows this secret. One who is solitary, free from pride and jealousy, only he can know the knowledge of this secret at first. Now Brahmaji talks of the creation. At first there was water everywhere, all the beings of the world, none of them existed. Then from lotus was I born. That time I saw no sun, moon, trees or mountains, none. Page 116, Chapter 3 of Devi Bhagavad was to be seen sitting on the lotus petals. I wondered, how was I born suddenly in this abyssal water? Who is my savior and who is the superpower who creates and destroys the world at the end of time? Nowhere a landmass could be seen which was holding all that water. Where did the lotus come from? Thinking of it all, I got down in the water. Brahmaji says, further, for thousands of years altogether, I explored the earth, but nowhere on it could I found a beginning of end to this water source. Right then, I heard an ether voice, Tap karo, tap karo. That is when I started doing the same. For thousands of years I sat on the lotus performing the rituals. Then I heard yet another ether voice asking me to create. I was confused on hearing it. I wondered what was I supposed to create and what my duties were. At that moment, two dangerous demons named Madhu and Ketab appeared in front of me. They desired to battle me amidst that great ocean. I was frightened of them. Holding the stem of the lotus, I got down into the water. There I saw an amazingly great man. His body was as dark, black as a cloud, clouds like the dark black clouds. He was dressed in yellow, had 4 arms. He was resting on a bedsheet of the great serpent. The neck of this universal god was adorned by a rosary, Shankh, Chakra, Gada and Padam. These 4 armaments gave him an amazing grace. I luckily caught a sight of the great Lord Vishnu. Resting on Sheshnag, being tranced, he was in a deep sleep. All his functions were tranquil. Naradji, looking at the Lord sleeping on the great serpent bed, I became anxious. Right then I remembered Goddess Yognidra. I praised her grace. Then the merciful goddess appeared to escape from the body of Sri Vishnu Ji. Vigraha means the body, appeared to come out of the body of Lord Vishnu, making an incomprehensible form, ascended towards the heavens. Divine jewelries were adding to her beauty. As Yognidra escaped the body of Lord Vishnu and made her way to the heavens, Sri Hari sat up immediately. Pi souls, as I told you before about the creation of the universe, this servant told you verbally what God himself told us. God Kabir Sahib said, he said that Durga is the mother of Brahma Ji, Vishnu Ji and Shiv Ji, Sri Devi, and Kaal, Jyoti Niranjan, is their father. What do? They give birth to the 3 kids. Kaal, who is Brahma and is also known as Kshar Purush or Kshar Brahma. It is from the marital union of Kshar Brahma and Durga Ji. Sri Brahma Ji, Sri Vishnu Ji and Sri Shiv Ji are born. They come to existence. And what do? They keep them comatose right from the birth. They are made unconscious and they carry on taking care of them, and when they grow up, they are brought to senses. Durga Ji had acquired a different form, spirit form, a spirit, and entering the body of Vishnu Ji had led him to an unconscious state. Similarly, Brahma Ji was placed on a lotus flower while he was still in a comatose condition. He said it himself that he had no ideas from where he appeared on the lotus and who his parents were. When he came down, he saw Vishnu Ji in an unconscious state, and as soon as Durga escaped from him, he gained consciousness. In this same way, Lord Kaal has kept everyone in confused state as per a well-established plan. No one was in doubt the true knowledge. And now you will see what happened further. In a third place, Lord Shiva was kept in the unconscious state and then he was brought to senses too. Then the three were preached and brought together. Now look at concise Srimad Devi Bhagavad, third unit, and we were reading here. Then the merciful goddess appeared to escape from the body of Sri Vishnu Ji, Vigraha meaning the body, appeared to come out of the body of Lord Vishnu, making an incomprehensible form, ascended towards heavens. Divine ornaments adorned her beauty as Yognidra escaped the body of Lord Vishnu and made her way to the heavens. Immediately Sri Hari sat up. He fiercely fought with Madhu and Ketab for 5,000 years. Then demons were killed. At first, the demons were fascinated by the criticism from the goddess. Then Lord Vishnu laid them on his lap and ended their lives. Now there were only me and Lord Vishnu left, only two of us. Then Rudra appeared too. We caught the holy glimpse of the Bhagavati Adhya Shakti of Durga. We were amazed by her grace. We praised her greatness. It was then the Adi Shakti started telling us. The goddess said, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar, you should now carefully get involved in your duties, creation, regulation and destruction. These are your duties. Brahma Ji said, Bhagavati Adhya Shakti. Here we are reading page 117, Skand Unit 3. Had a really sweet voice. It was melodious and pleasant. We heard it clearly. We asked her, Mother, how will we be able to work on the creation of these species? There is lack of extensive land, all the areas underwater. Hearing this, a smile appeared on the face of that gracious goddess. Almost then, a beautiful aircraft landed from the sky. The goddess ordered us, deities, fearlessly and enter this aircraft agreeingly. Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, today I will show you a wonderful view. We obediently followed the Bhagavati's words. We sat down comfortably on that giant plane decorated with jewels. As we sat down, the goddess, with her power, elevated the aircraft to the sky. Brahmaji says the aircraft flew with the speed of mind and took us to an unknown place where there were many beautiful trees laden with all sorts of fruits. A very beautiful city appeared in front of it. A wonderful wall added to the beauty of the city. There were many high-rise castles in it. Yagyashalas were made at the proper places. Moments later we arrived at another beautiful place. There we saw a surpassing paradise. Under the dense shadow of Parijat sat the Surbhi cow. Next to her was sitting the Airavat elephant. Hundreds of apsaras, celestial nymphs, demigods, Gandharv and Vidyadhar sang and enjoyed themselves in that paradise of the Parijat tree. Then we saw that superior Lord Indra was there too. Next to him was his beloved Sachi. The sight of the paradise, page number 118, astonished all of us. Let's look forward. Almost then our aircraft speedily took off and made its way to the divine abode Brahmalok. All the deities respectfully bowed in front of that place. It was the seat of another Brahma. Lord Shankar and Vishnu were surprised to see him. An assembly was going on. Aha! Lord Shankar and Vishnu asked me, four-headed one, who is this indestructible Brahma? I answered them, I don't know anything about who is the regulator of this universe. Lord, who am I? Who are they? And what is our purpose? These are the questions that are confusing me. Then suddenly the fast-paced, like-mind aircraft left that immediately place and arrived at the beautiful summit of Kailash. Looking forward, as soon as the aircraft reached, a three-eyed Lord Shankar came out of a magnificent palace. He was riding the Nandi bullock. He had 5 faces and 10 arms, a crescent moon adorned on his head. Within a moment, aircraft left that summit at a pace faster than speed of the wind. It made its way to the Vaikuntha Lok, heaven. This was the relaxation place for goddess Lakshmi. Son Narad, it is impossible for me to describe the grandeur I saw there. After seeing that wondrous land, Vishnu felt like he was swimming in an ocean of astonishment. A Brahma, a Vishnu and a Shankar is on board the aircraft, and then there is another one there too. There was another Sri Hari who had lotus-like eyes. His body was shining like the flowers of Alasi. He was dressed in yellow, he had 4 arms, and he was riding Garud, the king of birds. Divine ornaments were adding to his amazing charm. His beloved Lakshmi ji was whisking a flabellum on him, witnessing the astonishing setup of the eternal Sri Hari. We were all spellbound, dumbstruck, staring at each other. We hoped on to the best seats of the aircraft. Soon the aircraft started rushing through the wind. Right in front of us was an ocean filled with water sweet as nectar. The water was really sweet. By souls, the preaching that God Kabir Dev Ji had given about the universe created by him contains a very detailed explanation. Now, Brahma Ji, Vishnu Ji, Shiv Ji are sitting on the aircraft, while Durga Ji makes it fly into the sky. The place where they arrived was the seat of Brahma Ji, and there was one Brahma Ji in the aircraft and another one in the Brahmalok. When they saw that, Vishnu Ji and Shiv Ji asked Brahma Ji, "Who is that other Brahma?" Brahma Ji, the one from the aircraft, says, "I do not know who he is or who we are or how we were born or what our purpose is." Then who was that? It was Kaal, as I have told you in the beginning of the creation of nature, while at the time of the creation, at the topmost point of the universe, right at the summit, he had created 3 places. Let me show you a picture of the universe. This will help in easy understanding. Take a look. A small illustration of the universe. Look at this. It is shaped like an egg, this type shape, that is, it is called elliptical, right? Now keep looking. We will start from the bottom. Right at the bottom is Patal Lok, hell, Talatal, Rasatal, Sutal, Atal, Mahatal, Talatal and Vital. This is earth. This is the region of Shiv, also known as Shivpuri, region of Brahma Ji, Brahmapuri, region of Vishnu Ji, Vishnupuri. Now common region between the heaven and hell, and this is the region of Dharmrai, who is the judiciary appointed by the Kaal, and here the accounts are maintained for everyone. And then this place, it is Brahmalok. All of this is called Brahmalok. This is one heaven, one Indra resides here too. This is Indra is different and thus is known as Maha Indra. And then what is done here, this is Mahaswarg.
आइए अब हम उन श्रद्धालुओं के अनुभव जानते हैं जो जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी से दीक्षा प्राप्त कर चुके हैं तथा उनके द्वारा बताए गए भक्ति मार्ग पर चल रहे हैं।
Hello sir. Hello sir. So what is your name? Sir Rakesh Kumar. Rakesh ji, where are you from? Sir, I have come from Barbara, Delhi 39. When did you take initiation from Saint Rampal ji? in the 5th month in May 2014. What devotional practices you used to perform before taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj? I used to worship all divinities and would sit before the Jyoti for 5 hours any day. Goddess and Lord Hanuman used to possess me. I used to recite Hanuman Chalisa 108 times and Bajrang Ban 108 times and sing the Aarti in praise of all deities. Even after doing all this, I used to lose my jobs. I had made one guru in Timarpur, Delhi. I used to tell him, Guruji, so and so happened with me. Guruji used to say that Balaji Maharaj is examining you. Sir, how did you come to the refugee of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj? My wife was a disciple of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. She told me to take initiation from Saint Rampal Ji. She used to remain sick. She had swelling and fever and stones. After taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, she got a lot of relief. But I didn't have any faith in Saint Rampal Ji, as he forbids idol worship, which has been our ancestral tradition. Then I read Gyan Ganga. It was written in the book that one who smoke bidis, cigarettes and consume alcohol will be born as a dog for 70 lives and then live 70 lives as a donkey. I read around 8 to 10 pages and thought of visiting Satlok Ashram Barwala. I reached there at around 11 p.m. at night. The next day, the spiritual discourse of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj was scheduled, when I attended and then took initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. Sir, did you also get any benefits after taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj? Yes, I got many benefits in the past. I used to smoke at least 3 or 4 packets a day. I have 2 little kids, a boy and a girl. They used to make me swear. Both of them would break the tobacco and tell me to quit. They used to say, Papa, please leave this bad thing. I used to lie to them false, also used to swearing on my wife's head. I also used to promise I'll not smoke from tomorrow. I used to quit bidi and start smoking cigarette. I even used to consume alcohol earlier. I used to eat meat and tobacco. But after I took initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, all these were abundant. Sir, my wife used to remain sick. At that time, my monthly income was rupees 3,000 only in 2010. My monthly income was rupees 3,000 only, and I used to work as a security guard. I couldn't even make my ends meet. Just the medicines alone used to cost rupees 3,000 a month. My wife took initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. After taking initiation, she became healthy. Before taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, my salary was rupees 3,000 only. Now my salary is rupees 15,000 at the government rate. Sir, my financial condition is improved. Only after taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, I was promoted. Now my daughter is doing LLB. Her annual college fee is rupees 92,000, while my son is studying in engineering and has an annual fees of rupees 22,000. Even then, I don't need to borrow money from anyone. With the blessings of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj, my whole family is happy today. There is no disease in our family members and our financial position is much better. Sir, you got many benefits after taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. What would you like to say to the viewers who are watching you? Sir, I would tell them to take initiation from Saint Rampal Ji for their own welfare. Like I used to be miserable before, but now I am happy. Similarly, you all would be blessed too. So how could one take initiation from Saint Rampal Ji? Saint Rampal Ji's spiritual discourses are telecasted on Sadhana channel from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. During the discourse on TV, contact numbers are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can contact any of those numbers and take initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You were listening to the auspicious discourses of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. For more details, visit our website www.jagatgururampalji.org. With the blessings of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, there are more than 500 Naam Diksha centers all over the world, where free online initiation is being given. To know about your nearest Naam Diksha center, please contact 8222 880541.